Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. This time around, as I promised in my last Land Cruiser video, I will unbox the Kyosho Toyota Land Cruiser LC300. So this is a model car and a book. So Kyosho calls it the Kyosho mini car and book. So it comes with a 164 diecast model car, and then it comes with a book inside with a little history about the car itself and I believe the casting. So Kyosho makes a line of these, so you can get in like different colors of the same car. Like for example, the Land Cruiser, they have different colors of it, and then they also have different various castings that they make with the mini car and book. So it is a pretty cool piece of memorabilia. I collect magazines, car magazines as well, so this entire box fits pretty well in my magazine stand. That's why I had to get it. With the Toyota Land Cruiser, of course, it was a plus. So let's get to the unboxing. So actually, let me show you guys the back. So on the back, you have the picture of the actual model car itself, and then I believe that's what the book looks like inside. So it is officially licensed by Toyota, and it says a whole bunch of Japanese on the back because Kyosho is Japanese. I paid $36.99 Canadian dollars for it plus tax from a local store over here, so it's good to have that available. And then let's open her up. So inside you get a box, which is mostly a filler, and it has a car inside. So we can open this up from over here and then push the car out. So it comes on this little display thing, and then the cover on top is plastic. So you can't display it in the plastic box. I just don't think that looks nice. But you can remove the bottom of the base, and then the car itself comes out. So you can display it like that, but I think I'll just display it loose off of the base. And then for the book itself, let me place the car over here, and let's get rid of the box and pull the book out. So here's the book. It has the mini car inside, an actual car. Nice touch. And then over here I was telling you guys about the different series that they make. So those are the whole bunch of different series and cars they've made with the mini book so far. And then here's a nice shot of the Land Cruiser, and then we can skip to the next page. So here's the history of the Land Cruiser, starting all the way in 1951, and then how it transpired going forward. So you had the full-size Land Cruisers that stemmed out from the 1961 and going down 50 series, 60 series, and so on, all the way till the 300. And then you have the Land Cruiser Prado, which is like a smaller version of the Land Cruiser, still pretty cool nonetheless. So you have the 70 series, and then going forward 90 series, 150 series, and then they don't have the latest one, which is a 250 series that just came out this year. But yeah, the book is completely in Japanese, so I cannot tell you guys what it means, but very nice piece of memorabilia. You can skip through some of the pages over here. And yeah, so that's the mini car and book. As for the car itself, let's get a closer look to it. Here's a side profile, very nice details. Here's the front. Here's another side angle, and then here is the back, and it says Toyota Land Cruiser on there. It's got a sunroof and everything. So let's get it off the base and get a better look at it. So guys, this is the car off of its base. So let's get a closer look. Picking it up right off the bat, it has a decent weight to it, nothing too crazy, because I believe it doesn't have a plastic base. On the bottom there are no details that would correspond, you know, with other high-end model cars, but it does have a rubber spare tire in the back, which is a cool touch. Let's get a look at the front. At the front, you have a nicely detailed grille with a Toyota badge and a plastic lens headlights, as well as little fog lamps that are painted on, which are a nice touch. And then on the side profile, you can kind of see that metallic in the paint, which is not showing up on camera that well, but it is there. And then you have nice multi-spoke wheels, which are probably true to the actual model, with the rubber tires, and then nice thread on those tires as well. And you have painted on side mirrors, which are painted in silver, so it probably corresponds with the higher model variant of the Land Cruiser itself. And then you have the gas cap molded into the die-cast metal body as well. And on the rear, you have plastic lens taillights, which are a nice touch. It says Land Cruiser across the back with the Toyota badge. and then it is a ZX, which is also painted on there, which is probably the highest trim level of the Land Cruiser. There are reflectors which are painted there as well, and then you have that nice little texture on the bumper, which corresponds with the real life model. As for the top of the car, the roof, you have a nice sunroof, a little antenna which is molded on into the metal body, and then for the interior, it's a nicely detailed interior. You can't see much of it anyways, so to me those kind of details really don't matter. But a cool touch on this one is within the dashboard you have that little hole, you can say, which is not a hole, but like where the heads-up display is usually found on these cars, so that's a cool touch. As for the roll itself, let's check it out. Okay, super smooth roll. Usually with Kyoshos, I have a bunch of the GR Supras. They weren't rolling as well as I thought they would for the price I paid, but this one is super smooth. As promised, I also pulled out the Hobby Japan Land Cruiser 300 so we could do a quick comparison between the two. Both of them are around the same price point, so I expect them to be pretty spot on in their comparison. So both of them have metallic paint. The Hobby Japan does have higher metallics within the paint. This one has metallics in there, but they don't show up that well on camera. As for the roll, this one of course rolls pretty nice as well. It has a little bit of a gearing noise to it on the roll on this one. I'm not sure what the difference between the axles on these models are, but you know, it is there. The bottom of the Hobby Japan has a lot more details on it, which I would have expected from the Kyosho, but it doesn't really matter to me since, you know, I'm not looking at the bottom that much anyways. In terms of scale, they are pretty spot on. In terms of detail, you know, how it says Land Cruiser on both of them, that is pretty spot on. This one does have a number plate, that one does not. And then in terms of the front end, I told you that the GR Sport variant does say Toyota across the front, while this one, which is I guess the more luxury version of the car, has the badge. You know, this reminds me of like the Tacomas and the Raptors, how they say Ford, or the Tacoma says Toyota across the front. So they're more off-road variants of cars usually come with the full writing. In terms of interior, the interior on this one is also pretty spot on. It does have that heads-up display thing that I was talking about in the Kyosho. They both have sunroofs, and yeah, this one has the GR badge on the side, which, you know, I wouldn't expect it on this one because this is the ZX variant while this is the GR Sport variant. So all in all, both these models are pretty nice. This one's a little jacked up if you can see the suspension on the back. I think that's just because this is the sportier version or the off-road version. The Hobby Japan did have a little bit of paint defects when I unboxed this. So over here you have a little paint defect over here, and then also on the side skirt over there, while the Kyosho one is spot on. I don't see any defects with the paint or anything like that. But I guess that's just, you know, you get lucky sometimes, you get unlucky sometimes with these model cars. So that's what it is. I'll just display it on this side when it comes to it. Other than that, both these models are pretty nice. They're going to be a part of my permanent collection. And yeah, more Land Cruisers to come, so stay tuned for that. And thank you for watching.